Arnold finally agreed to my proposal for marriage. He specifically asked me to dress beautifully, saying he had a surprise for me, but when I arrived in full attire, there was no groom at the wedding. Arnold turned to Esther beside him and smiled. "You've always said weddings are tedious and boring. Today, let me show you how interesting a wedding can be. How does that sound?" My brother, Peter, loudly announced. Wedding paused. My childhood friend, Tyler, even pulled down a water balloon, soaking me completely. Arnold mischievously raised an eyebrow at me. "Sarah, it's just a joke. You didn't really think I was going to marry you, did you?" This wedding was nothing but a farce, created by them to amuse my depressed stepsister. Seeing me silent, Arnold laughed again. "If you're really so desperate to get married, just pick someone from the guests and marry them." But when I actually walked out with my groom, they panicked. Peter finished reading the vows on stage, but the groom still hadn't arrived. The guests below whispered amongst themselves. I realized this was yet another attempt to embarrass me. Sure enough, Arnold below nonchalantly fiddled with the ring in his hand and turned to Esther with a smile. "Esther, didn't you say weddings are all tedious and boring? Just a couple of vows and a ring and it's over," he said. "Today, let me show you what a wedding can be like." Peter immediately caught on and loudly announced. Wedding paused. Tyler shouted, "Esther, look!"